Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I'm watching Code Geass. Last time on Code Geass, it was quite a good episode. We had a crazy battle trying to get to Nunnaly. Zero's trying to capture her. Maybe if Lelouch had the chance to capture her, he could explain all about things, but Nunnaly is pretty against Zero's methods, so when it came down to it, she chose to have Suzaku save her, which is not sitting very well with Lelouch. We also got to just see a bunch of upgrades that have been given to the Lancelot, to Gurren. It was really awesome. We have Rakshata and Kaguya back. Still waiting for, I can't remember his name, Reporter Man, to where he's going to show up, but It was a great action episode. And now that Nunnaly seems like she's actually going to be becoming Viceroy, we'll have to see what happens. If you guys are excited for more Code Geass reactions, then you should do yourself a favor and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Code Geass reaction going forward. Sorry I've been creeping back these episodes like a day each week. I've just had things come up that I've had to. So anyway, let's begin. In 3, 2, 1, go! I don't know how anyone could hear one of these speeches and be like, yeah, that's a sane thing to say. I'm sure that man is very sane. Instead, we should follow Lelouch, who is even more sane, as we all know. Wake up! Grab a brush and put a little makeup. Oh, hi. You were watching me sleep? Yeah, something happened yesterday. Oh man, that's gotta fuck with Rolo's head a bit. Suzaku. Yeah, he'll protect her. You don't have to worry about anyone attacking though. For what? Yeah, that's the one. Oh boy. You know, weird that is the first time I've ever seen someone use Braille in anime. It's kind of hard to hate her. Suzaku's all like, ah! Trauma! Yeah, that's what you want, Lelouch. It was Zero. Oh, dang. He's having a crisis. Oh my god. He's having a crisis. Wow. It does suck knowing the truth. What do they have in the submarine? Hold on, I just noticed that in the background. Yeah, well. Oh, okay. I mean, I was just talking about shipping the other episode, or an episode recently. Yeah, courtesan or consort or something. What's the right word? That's my sandwich. Oh, it's bad. Okay. He wasn't upset about the sandwich that was taken. Oh, hi. Okay. Crisis time. Okay. Rolo's here. Oh boy. What are we doing, Rolo? Everywhere I go, I see her face. What's Rolo testing out with this?
やめてくれ。お前たちだって俺と同じ11じゃないか。
これが欲しければ金を持ってくることだ。学生触るだ。ゲスが何？腕立て伏せでもしていろ。わかった。
Could have made you do much worse.
コルチャックさん、何を？そっちは踊ってもらおうか。
Wow. When do they stop? No, but seriously, when do those guys stop doing that?
このままでは黒の騎士団もおしまいだな。ナナリーのためのゼロ。ルルーシュはそう言っていたよ。マリアンヌ。
やっぱりここに来たの。
Oh boy. A whole
あな
crisis.
たが始まった場所だ。
Oh, right, I remember this place now.
それ。
リフレイン。彼も知ってる
Yeah,
だ
of course she's familiar with
懐か
it.
しい昔に帰れる。
ふざけないで。一度失敗したくらいで何を。また作戦考えて取り返せばいいじゃない。なんだって聞いてやるわよ。
だったら俺を慰めろ。
Oh boy.
女ならできることがあるだろう。
Uh-oh.
ダメ。しっかりしろルルーシュ。今のあんたはゼロなのよ。私たちに夢を見せた責任があるでしょ。だったら最後の最後まで騙してよ。演じ切ってみせなさいよ。
ロロ、
Rolo's been watching you.
お前は俺の監視役だったな。忘れていたよ。
いいじゃない。忘れてしまえば。ゼロが消えればエリア11は平和になるよ。何がいけないの？幸せにすることがずっと兄さんと一緒だから。
But he wants Nunnaly. Okay, somehow Rolo is turning a bit of the influence around.
これより強行臨検を行う。
見つかったんですか？
今の俺には
Oh, the fireworks from student council. They stayed behind because you weren't going?
おかえりルル。ルルーシュもやろうよ。
修学旅行は
俺たちだけで行っちゃったら泣くでしょ君。
Is this Lelouch having to realize that he's like
誰と行くかなのよ。そうそう。
not alone?
願い事が叶うって言うから作ってみたの。誰に教わったのかどうしても思い出せないんだけど、みんなで一緒に花火がしたいなって。
みんな
ニーナ、彼、
スザクも。
それにルルーシュとロロね。器だけだからルルにしか叶わなかったけど。
Nina jump scare. Oh god.
昔ナナリーやスザクと話したことがあったっけ。幸せに形があるとしたらそれはどんなものだろうって。ガラスのようなものかもしれない。だって普段は気づかないから。でも確かにそれはあるんだ。その証拠に
Yeah.
ちょっと見る角度を変えるだけでガラスは光を映し出す。
優しい世界でありますように。
そう、優しい世界はこんな近くに。偽りの記
You
憶
can
に
find
気が
parts
さ
of
れ
that
て
right here.
いつもずっと
This is surprisingly sweet.
私たちの友情に感激ってやつ。
Yes.
可愛いとかあるじゃん。
違いますよ。そんなわけないじゃないですか。
Uh-huh. Wow. Tsundere Lelouch. You gotta remember
絶対にもう一度。
what you're really fighting for.
もうナナリーだけじゃ。
It's good to have multiple motivations.
振動を下げろ。見つかったら終わりだぞ。
アスロック発射。
Jesus. That's a lot of missiles. This thing looks like it has arms, though. Is this a giant nightmare type thing? Oh! Zero's back.
急速先行しろ。
Kaguya's like, I know what's up. All the girls are happy.
信じるより他に手がありますか？
It creates a distraction. Oh god, what's down there? What are we doing? What is that? Oh my god. Jesus.
そうかメタンハイドレート
Ah, okay. Oh boy.
そんな
That's incredible. I would have never thought of that. It's coming with Rolo.
お前の答えなのか。私はナナリー総督の申し出を受けよう。そう特区日本だよ。
そんな
降伏するってことか。バカな。
Not surrendering.
本気か。
ゼロが命じる特区日本に参加せよ。
We're gonna try this one more time then. So that was a bit of a wild episode. I feel like it's been a bit since we've seen Lelouch like actually be like, oh god, can I do this and have a crisis. I was talking in the opening, I was making jokes about how mentally stable Lelouch is. I mean, the joke is that he's not, but here, this episode is probably the best episode I could have said that in front of. So it feels like the last time that we really had Lelouch go a little bit crazy was in the episode when the Yuffie stuff went down, when he was all like, oh god, I'm gonna have to carry the weight of these sins. But this is probably the lowest point that we've seen Lelouch at, which is crazy because, you know, being responsible for the massacre of a bunch of Japanese people as well as using his mind control on Shirley were pretty dramatic low points to me. But this one is where it looked like he actually felt it. Which I guess it makes sense because talked about how the most important thing in the world to him is Nunnaly and working with Nunnaly's wishes. But they did actually address that in a way that I kind of liked. Him feeling like he'll be against Nunnaly. There's nothing that he can do. But he's not... He realized this episode, like, finally, right? That he's not only fighting for Nunnaly. He has his friends in the student council. Nina was there. I don't know if Lelouch is fully aware. like she showed up in that... when he was remembering the good old days. I'm like, are you aware that you shouldn't consider her a friend anymore? If she knew that you were Zero, she would not even hesitate a single second before killing you. Anyway, I like that. It's an interesting episode. It's kind of... So what it reminded me of when I was watching it is it made me think of, if anyone knows the anime Charlotte, there's an episode about, like, at the halfway point. So at the halfway point, Charlotte takes quite a turn, and you either love it or hate it from that point on. Because before, it's just like, we're gonna meet a bunch of these kids with superpowers. And then afterwards, it's all like, it gets very serious. But there's an episode where the main character is at a low point, and he just kind of, like, travels around and uses his superpower to do bad things. And like, his lowest point is he gets cocaine, and he's about to snort it before he's found by the girl he likes. And I'm just like, did Charlotte steal most of the plot beats from that episode from this show? Because it's almost like way too similar. That being said, I actually feel like this episode went further with that, with the whole, like, Lelouch being like, comfort me to Colin. That was uncomfy. I didn't like that. I get it from the sense that, like, Lelouch is kind of, like, trying to figure out what... he's really all like, I am depression. I don't know what'll make me happy again. So, I mean, Colin stood up for herself, so nothing happened. But that scene is probably, like, the most upset that I've ever been at Lelouch, specifically, which is kind of funny, because he's killed people. It was interesting that the one who came to his rescue in the end was Rolo, right? Rolo got very up close in Lelouch's business and was all like, don't worry, I'm here for you. And I'm like, yo, okay. It was interesting because I felt like it was actually Rolo turning the tables on Lelouch in his darkest moment. I'm like, maybe Rolo isn't just a pushover. I titled an episode like Lelouch's got Rolo wrapped around his finger. Maybe that dynamic is shifting, but maybe not. Maybe this is just Rolo being like, no, I'm actually like fully on your side right now. Like he said, like, who cares about the people that are gonna make me watch you? No, I'm actually here for you. Man, Rolo is quite an enigma of a character. You just never know what's going on inside his head. Like, how does he feel about Nunnaly, and why'd he play the message? It's like he was pushing Lelouch to be at a low point to where he could like manipulate Lelouch back. I don't know. It's weird. But ultimately, again, Lelouch was taken to where his friends were. It helped him realize what was really important to him and get back on track. One thing about Lelouch that makes him like a really good strategist is being familiar with like the terrain around them. Like, everyone else is focused on battle, and he's just all like, there's a big methane. I don't know what you call it. There's a lot of methane down there. If we like attack the ground, then it's all gonna seep out of the cracks. And, you know, it makes him a great tactician. And it sounds like something that you'd hear in like a legend of this like famous tactician. You know, they use their environment to their advantage. I mean, Lelouch has done that multiple times. He caused a landslide. At this point, Britannia has to be more aware of the ground that they're standing on, because it's literally been like turned against them, the environment around them multiple times. They've got no strategist that's an equal. It just impresses me every time that Lelouch does some shit like this. I'm glad that Lelouch has come to his senses and is not going through it anymore. I'm still wondering, are those guys that he made do things in the alley, like we've seen with the girl who makes the marks on the wall, it just continues forever. So are they gonna die? Like, can he change the order like while they're doing it and be like, okay, stop? I don't know if that's actually been a rule that's been explained yet. Can he manually stop his mind control? Why is this something I'm just asking now? We're like 30 plus episodes in. I mean, that's one of the risks that I've thought of it so far, is that like once you do it, it's permanent and you can't change it. The thing was telling Suzaku he has to live. I wonder how Lelouch feels about that one right now. Because as much as he used to like Suzaku, it seems like they're firmly opposed to each other. If we can work with Nunnaly, then that might be a new way of tackling this. Let's hope that the Black Knights can continue to have faith in us. It seems like we have like a new Zero who's tackling things differently, knowing that he's not only fighting for just one person, he's fighting for the happiness of all of his friends. We'll see where this direction takes us next time. But if you like my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like, and you can comment. Tell me what you thought about this episode or my reaction, and you can subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single Code Geass reaction going forward. Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Till next time, take it easy, everyone.